Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of the Niche Island Small Business Buzz right here on Q95, the big station. And as always, we have a very packed program for you today on our Thursday edition of NISBB, Niche Island Small Business Buzz. I'm Franklin Peter Moses, along with my co-host and the usual compadre, Mr. Donald Bacasio, small business expert at the National Development Foundation of Dominica. It's nice to have you once again this afternoon. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon to you, Franklin, and good afternoon to everybody listening on Q95, and of course, everybody tuned in on our social media channels, platforms. We would like to welcome you again to another edition of the Nature Isle Small Business Buzz. Right, everybody who approached me during the week and telling me that they're always tuned in.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to big up all of you. Franklin, today is an historic day.
Okay, I was going to say special, but historic is a much better word.
But another thing is that Mother's Day is coming as well,
Mhm.
right? So we have a lot of surprises and things for everybody today. So I'd like to encourage everybody to sit back and relax and join us in this another packed edition of the Nature Isle Small Business Buzz. Franklin?
Yes, thank you very much. And as you mentioned quite correctly and accurately, that we have a very tight, packed, seamless running program for you this afternoon. We touch the leadership of the. We will have a full connection with some significant head of the voice of the Catholic community here in Dominica. But we want to acknowledge that we have Habemus Papam.
Indeed, indeed. Habemus Papam. We have a new pope. All right. So Cardinal Prevost, because he's American. So
He's American.
Yeah, the formerly Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost.
Yes.
Of he was born in Chicago, but he spent most of his adult life doing missionary work, particularly in Peru. So that's why he speaks fluent Spanish, Franklin.
Okay.
Apart from I think 4 other languages, right? And he's actually a former head of the Augustinian order.
Okay.
Of clergy or friars, and
Yes.
if history, Augustinians are well known and really powerful missionaries. Because of them, a lot of nations are Christianized. So, for example, the Philippines, Peru, Mexico. So, back in the age of exploration,
Yes.
So these missionaries were instrumental in, converting a lot of far-flung places into Christianity. So would like, of course, to extend our congratulations to the entire Catholic community and by extension the Christian world.
Yeah.
Cardinal, as far as I know, I actually know a few things about him. He's actually a mathematician, so he's a graduate of a degree in mathematician in the US, and then and he's known to be He's known to be a progressive. Some people say that he's more of a centrist when it comes to ideology, but a lot of people are saying that he is like totally out of the late Pope Francis
Style.
mold
Okay.
or playbook.
Okay.
So he has worked in the most in the poorest communities in Peru, and one of the first few statements that he did upon election is the church is for everyone,
Okay. So all inclusive.
inclusive.
Yes.
He's a very inclusive pope. Although he's American, but he has spent a lot of his time in Latin America, right? And of course, we also would like to extend our congratulations to and blessings to those diasporans, for example, Catholic diasporans
Yes.
in the U.S. and in Chicago. There is also a huge Catholic community over there. So yeah, so now the Catholic Church has a new leader.
Yes.
A Catholic Church, a church composed of around 1.4 billion
Yes.
people. Hmm.
I don't know if you share my same curiosity, but according to reports, he was not leading. He was not in the forefront. There was
Yeah,
an African, there was a Filipino, I think. Yeah, there was there's
a
a
Filipino
Chinese.
cardinal. A lot
Yeah.
of people, were hoping for the first African
Mhm.
pope, and then the first Asian pope
Mhm.
from the Philippines. But at the end of the day, it's the cardinals,
Yeah.
and inspired by their prayers and their discernment
Yes. Yes.
that chose or elected our new pope.
Yes. Since there, I think was it 84, 86 eligible cardinals?
Mhm. 130.
100. Yes, and you must be below the age of 18.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
Now we've become accustomed of seeing maybe one, two, three black smokes and then white. Did we have that exercise again? Because I wasn't following. Did we
Yes, we
ever
did.
had?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, they
okay,
did that. So I think,
two,
if I'm
three
not
times.
mistaken, there were 4 rounds.
Okay,
If I'm not
so
mistaken,
there was
but
no at the
yes,
time, no
no, yeah.
Hapa Mamos Papa.
So, but it took them 2 days.
Okay.
So this is the second day. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, so it's a historic day for the Catholic community, right? And as you know, a lot of our certainly a lot of our small business owners are Catholics, and so we also would like to share their excitement, their hope, and their gratitude today, Franklin.
Nice.
Maybe next week we'll be able to get more
In-depth, yes.
in-depth maybe statements from our friends from the Catholic
Yes,
Church.
yes.
But so right now we are here, and we will also be talking about another annual yet historic event that we do, and that is Mother's Day. Correct?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come right back and head directly into a very packed program that we have prepared for you today. Okay, thank you much for listening.
Q95 Radio is opened for your business in collaboration with the National Development Foundation of Dominica. Get ready. Q95 Radio and NDFD for Nature Island Small Business Buzz, a live radio program bringing in empowerment to small business ideas and entrepreneurs across Dominica every Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 5 p.m., offering a unique national platform for small, medium, and growing business enterprises in Dominica. Together, we'll aspire to connect, advertise, learn, collaborate, and witness small business entrepreneurs thrive and succeed in the fertile broadcasting soil of Q95, along with the NDFD. Join us on our journey every Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 5 p.m. One unbroken, exciting hour of free Q95 Radio small business promotion. As together we explore all the challenges, the setbacks, the setups, the comebacks, stories, the history, the startups, the breakthroughs, the financing, the sweat, the toil, the sleepless nights, the heartbreaks, the triumphs, the business plan, the overall success in pursuing your small business dream come true in the Commonwealth of Dominica. Join veteran broadcaster Franklin Peter Moses And Mr. Donald Bocasio, highly skilled, qualified, sought after business and entrepreneurial manager, small business development expert, and strategic business coach. Together, we're taking you and your small business to the pinnacle of success in the Dominican economic landscape. So don't miss Niche Island Small Business Buzz every Tuesdays and Thursdays right here on Q95 Radio, the big station.
Her man a little Brooks, but she telling you she want a BBL. But most importantly, your side woman a little Brooks. Her man a little Brooks, but she telling you she want a BBL. But most important,
Not yet, sir. Okay, we're back here with you. We're going to be running with the program almost instantaneously. And this is a continuing broadcast for providing the platform for empowering, discovering, empowering, and catapulting small businesses, which is part of the major building block of the small engine of growth in the Commonwealth of Dominica. That's the economic engine, starting and highlighting one small business at a time here, right here on the platform of Q95, the big station, in collaboration with the National Development Foundation of Dominica. Go back to Mr. Donald, and you're going to introduce our guest who we have with us in preparation for Mother's Day and gifts in general, located in a very unique spot in the heart of the city of Roseau.
All right. So today we are focusing on the retail sector, and we have someone here who owns a gift shop, right? In the name of Occasions Gift Shops.
All
Gift
occasions
shop.
too, yeah, indeed.
Yeah, yes.
Covering every
Yes.
occasion.
And do you know where it is located?
And on the same bishop, they have the Pope's name,
Just different
location-
pronunciation.
Yes. It's just like if we say in the Caribbean, if it's a French word, it's Xavier.
yes.
Americans say Xavier.
Xavier,
Mhm.
correct.
Yes.
So we have here, of course, Miss Talitha,
Yes. Loda.
the owner.
And
How do you call yourself? Owner,
proprietor.
manager, proprietor of Occasions Gift Shop.
Yes.
Because at this point, a lot of people are already looking for gifts for, of course, for our moms,
Yes.
and we can
Yeah,
never
2 days
Oh yes,
before that.
we should always have gifts.
Yes.
Especially on Mother's Day. So
Yeah. And then
welcome.
every other day, the gift of love, admiration, honor,
Mhm.
respect.
Definitely.
And then on the special day, then we demonstrate all what we've
Yeah.
given during the year. On a special day, we go all out. She's supposed to do nothing,
Mhm.
absolutely nothing. And that's the reason why we're flinging open the doors of occasion, and we have the occasion to occasionally speak to somebody who has the occasion business.
And
we say-
she does this occasionally.
Yes, she comes to talk to us occasionally.
Yes.
So good afternoon to you,
How are you
and
doing?
welcome.
Good afternoon.
Beautiful voice.
Oh, tell
Mhm.
me about it.
As beautiful as ours.
Yes, most certainly. Even better, soothing, calming, and
Definitely.
embracing.
So how
That
are
what
you?
did- Mhm.
I'm good, thanks.
All right. So just very quickly, tell us a little bit about the gift shop that you have.
Okay, the Occasions Gift Shop is
Mhm.
located at the Prevost City Mall.
Okay.
That is ground floor
Mm-hmm.
next to the Shine Union.
Mm,
Yes,
all right.
so it's if you're looking for Occasions Gift Shop, it's a gift shop that is, of course, inclusive glass.
Mhm.
That is directly opposite what you call Jazz in the City, or we call it Katai.
Katai.
Yes,
Mm.
or if you're coming from the Whitchurch location, it
Mhm.
is, of course, directly in the intersection. It's right there. You
Yes,
can't miss it.
of
Yeah.
Old Street and
I've been
Kennedy
there.
Avenue.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've been there already.
Absolutely, yes,
Definitely.
yes.
So talking about gifts, let's go directly to the point, so to
Yes.
speak.
The
So,
variety of
Yeah, so we have
gifts.
Mother's Day coming, right? I know you have gifts for all occasions, right?
Yes.
But the big event is coming this Sunday, Mother's Day. So what are your, shall I say, top suggestions when it comes to gifts
Gifts,
for
yes.
mothers?
Mhm.
Okay, so if before I get into this,
Mhm.
I would like to first state that Occasions is a gift shop
Mhm.
/ souvenir shop,
Okay.
Yes.
and we
All right.
complement it with a splash of Creole.
Mhm.
We cannot not forget, we cannot do
Yes.
it, we need a
And some
a splash of
indigenous baskets and clothing
Right.
and novelty
So-
items.
And when we speak of Creole, that's timeless.
Yes.
Yes.
So
so you can get
Mhm.
Creole round all year round. Yes,
That's
at
it.
Occasions Gift Shop. So just name it everywhere. May it be a scarf or handkerchief,
Mhm.
dress, skirt,
A hat.
Mm.
panty.
Yes.
Mhm.
if you would like, for example, baby clothing, you can get it at the occasions gift shop.
Yes.
Yes. So
yes.
if someone, someone from the diaspora is coming in, and you may want to gift them something, or you are traveling and you want to gift someone something, you can come to the occasions gift shop and bless them with a piece of a Creole wear or just a small token from Dominica. I would like to also share that we support small businesses. For example, I would like to highlight the Kalinago
Yes.
community. So, for example, you can find the Kalinago craft at the occasions gift shop. You can find, of course, we support, and I mentioned small businesses.
Yes.
For example, the hat makers, the bag makers, clothes, seamstresses, tailors. We work with tailors and seamstresses around the country, I should say. So it's not just one individual. We also support, of course, persons who prepare, for example, local jewelry and so forth.
Yes. Yes.
So we support a number of small businesses that support our culture. And I would like to just highlight that occasions, yes, we're a gift shop, but it's more than a gift shop. We give persons an experience of Dominica.
I was about to ask that question because I've had the opportunity to come into your place, but there's a special feeling, there's a special ambiance, there's a special
Ambiance.
Yeah, ambiance. Sounds like ambiance.
Yeah.
So the French word from last week.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's still there. Huh? It's still there. Yeah. The effect is still there.
It's still there. It lingers. It lingers. Like
Big up, of
trees
course,
linger.
to Mr.
Lom,
Lom
yes.
and Miss Lom for that.
Yes.
Yes. So
So
ambiance.
the question basically is, did you have any training for decorating and creating that inviting and atmosphere? Or is that just part of your natural gift as equal to your beauty?
It's
I
just
believe, yes. So
very good question.
Yeah.
Very good question.
one, it is understanding what the public wants.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe why we created occasions, I should say, it's been simply because we felt that Roseau, the capital city of Roseau, needed something local in the center of Roseau, and reasons for occasions gift shop.
Yeah.
When we travel, for example, overseas, you would have to find, that's what happens with us. We have to find our culture.
Yeah.
But occasions give everybody an opportunity to find our culture right in the center.
In one
Yes.
location.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. How many years now you run
It's a
this?
year.
It's a year.
Yes.
It's a year.
Yeah.
But you asked me a question. I would like to
Yes.
respond.
Sure.
I would like to state that, of course, that's what happens when you have cultural exchanges. So I studied, of course, abroad, but I had the opportunity, of course, to demonstrate and present my culture to, of course, my peers. And of course, I took the opportunity, of course, to model the cultural wear. Yes. I took
So
the
when you say model, like
wear the cultural
ramp model,
wear
or to model,
at
or
school, yes.
at school.
Okay. Okay.
So of course, and that's where it stemmed from, basically. And of course, held a number of cultural shows that is presenting our cultural artifacts, and so forth. So all of this, we felt that it was needed to say it's not just something in your past, what you did then, but what are you doing now?
Yeah.
So I should say to you, the American election says, what are you doing for your country? Making America great again.
Yes.
So occasions is making Dominica great again
Nice.
through the presentation of our culture in the capital city of Roseau.
Yeah. That
or
was
more fashionable again, or
Yes.
so.
yeah.
It's
So
a.
not the taste. You will really see the taste when you go inside.
Yeah.
Of course, occasion, the high level of taste when it comes to the things that you'll be able to purchase from there. And speaking of items, Franklin, I don't know if, because I've been watching them, and
Yeah.
in front of us are really pretty looking
Yes.
items.
So we're going to go straight into
Yes.
asking her advice and making suggestions to our
Right.
listeners here who are curious about what they can get in the next 48 hours, what they can get from mom in this, what we call the one-stop shop of cultural fusion and options. So tell us what you have with us with us here. For those of us for those who are watching on the platform, whether it's Facebook or via YouTube and the other platforms, what you have, what you suggest for mothers. So you have 1, 2, 3 and some other
Yes.
stuff here. So tell us.
Okay, so of course you cannot forget wine.
Mm.
We have a wide variety of wines, that
Mhm.
is, but we want you to present the wine, of course, decorated, of course.
Yes.
Someone may say it's not Christmas, but why not?
Presentation for your mom has to be,
Presentation, yes, Kong. So, of course, we have a wide variety of, wines that is you
Mhm.
can present. That's
Yes.
one. You can also present, of course, gift baskets,
Mhm.
namely from using local products. So we have
Such
a
as?
wide range.
Such as what would be in that basket?
Yes. So, for example, we have the small producers, for example, like JD's at
Mhm.
our store. We have, of course, nature blends. We have Heaven Scents.
Mhm.
We have
I think I also saw Be Natural, right?
Be Natural, yes.
products are there
Yes.
as well. Mhm.
Yes, so we have a wide range, a few Jolly's products, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So what we encourage, especially for the elderly that may be bedridden,
Mhm,
we put
mhm.
together special.
Great.
Yes.
So that's for like grandmothers, godmothers,
Right.
stepmothers.
Yes. Then they're no longer interested in jewelry, for
Yes.
example, but they
Mhm.
can get something that they can use.
Mhm.
So we put together, these packages, of course, that you can hand
Mhm.
over to you, the elderly.
Okay.
We have, of course, as I mentioned, we have gift baskets.
Yes.
That is fruit baskets. We
Fruit
will
baskets.
be having fruit baskets.
Mhm.
We of course dry flowers. That
Mhm,
is.
mhm.
We have potted plants.
Yes. When you say dry flowers,
Yes.
like what we have here.
Yes.
We have.
Yes.
Can we,
So what's the combination that they're long lasting because you don't have
Yes.
to like water them,
Yes.
but
We
they
can
have
probably-
the basket. We have what are those? Let's take a quick
Mhm.
to so we can give it some actual this description of what we have. So those would represent those on top would represent
That's
what do you
Right.
call them? Because I don't know the
Show
name.
us.
Shrubs, basically.
Okay. Mhm.
Yes.
And
So-
there's some red and who represents the heart of a mother. Yes.
Right.
Mhm.
But we have others, of course, at the shop.
So you have a
So you have a
variety
variety of
for selections.
baskets.
Okay.
Okay.
Apart from that, you have another box over there behind
Oh,
the
that's
bottle.
perfume, of course.
You cannot leave that one out.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
So-
Absolutely.
That,
Okay.
of course, is the
Parfum.
Latifa brand.
Okay.
Yes. So we
Okay.
have a wide range of perfumes,
Mhm.
whether you want a bold scent or you may want something mild.
Mhm.
You can find it at the occasions gift shop. And we have, of course, from as low as 15 to as high as,
What
may
you can
want.
afford.
Yes, what you can
Yes.
afford.
And the fragrances that
Yes.
we particularly
Wow.
fancy.
So I would like to say at occasions, we prepare and for every pocket, that is.
Okay.
So you come to the occasions gift shop and you will leave with something.
Amen. Amen.
Yes.
So
That's
remind us again your location.
We are located at the Privosity Mall, that is
Downstairs.
right at the ground floor, next to the
mhm.
Shine Union.
And it's easy access from the road. Open the
Yes.
door, you're in, make your
Yes.
purchase, open the door, and you're on your way home.
Yes.
Okay. Opening hours, what have you, because I know you're going to be open on Saturday.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course, so during the week,
Mm-hmm.
we're open, of course, from 8:30 to 4:30.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, on Saturdays from 8:30 to, of course, 2 p.m.
Okay.
We may be beyond the hour since
Yeah.
it's the Mother's Day
Mhm.
season. Nonetheless, come in and
Yeah.
we will be there to assist you.
Okay. So I have a question, Franklin.
Sure.
What if I don't have, so someone has no idea what to give?
Mhm.
Will you also be there
To make suggestions?
to offer some kind of a
Mhm.
consultancy
Yes,
service
yes.
Yes.
or yes?
So I would like to say that the occasions gift shop
Mhm.
consultancy is, of course, free.
For free.
We are happy to bless you with
Mhm.
advice on the best gift
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yes.
that will suit your pocket and the best gift that will bless the heart of your loved
So it's
one.
pocket friendly.
Yes.
Okay.
And heart friendly as well.
Yes, so you can
Yes.
get. Just to remind you again, you can get for your mother, for your grandmother, for your
Yes.
great grandmother, for your stepmother, for your godmother, for your intended mother, and that's your mother-in-law, and for your mother-in-law. Yeah, there's a gift there for your mother-in-law also.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay, so we're continuing with our platform of small business, Nature Island Small Business Buzz right here on Q95. We have a guest who has shared her a motivational feedback with
or
us.
fan or
Yeah,
a supporter.
it's small business also.
The small business buzz you and Franklin are doing with the young entrepreneurs every Tuesday and Thursday has to be commended. Such exposure is awesome. Your interactions are amazing. The small business buzz can be described as phenomenal, educational, and motivating. I firmly believe that the small business buzz is timely and is allowing the young entrepreneurs a space to showcase their businesses. Within such space, I recognize that the young people have the zeal and the skill to develop their businesses and themselves, not forgetting that they are meeting the needs of their clients. Kudos to NDFD and Q95 for such initiative. I just want to take this opportunity to tell the young entrepreneurs to remain committed to their business. Challenges will come. However, these challenges, when critically examined, can be transformed into great opportunities for the enhancement and probably expansion of their businesses. Giving up is not an option. You just have to stay focused. You young entrepreneurs, just stay focused, work hard and smart to realize your success.
And we're back here with a continuing broadcast of Q95 and NDFD's Thursday program. Donald, we have somebody on the line.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have somebody here, and she is actually our executive secretary over at the NDFD. However, she also has a small business of her own. Right?
Relevant and timely and topical for the season.
Yes, and she has uh, options when it comes to Mother's Day gifts as well. So we would like to welcome her. We have, of course, our very own Mrs. Shara Walsh Roll.
Good afternoon to you.
Afternoon. Good afternoon to that here. Good afternoon.
How was your day?
It's the day. It was great.
Mhm.
Okay, we're excited to have you along with our next guest, and tell us that we create options and opportunities. So I can give your workmate, your compadre, to ask the first question.
So, Mrs. Roll, Mother's Day is coming. So, what gifts can you suggest to our listeners and viewers?
Oh well. Let me just introduce myself. As you said, it's Sharon Marshall, and I am the owner of Shazzy's Collections Plus.
No, I didn't hear that.
It's
Tell
a
you what's the name of the business?
Shazzy's Home Collections Plus.
Okay, good.
So it's a home decor business. We do mobile sales, and we are in town. We're located in the city on Cock Street every Saturdays and sometimes during the week. For Mother's Day, we have a range of products designed for mothers. We know our ladies, our women, we love things for home. So at Shazzy's Home Collections Plus, they can get a variety of products such as bed sheets, and that's quality bed sheets. We have comforters, that's the three-piece comforter set. We have things for the bathroom where you could get your bathroom sets, your shower curtains, your bath towels, face towels, washcloth, curtains. We have different curtains. We have for your kitchen, we have for your living room, we have for your bedroom. So you can get a range. Mothers out there and persons listening to children, their husbands, they can get a variety of products for their special mother. throughout the week. Well, the week is almost ended, but from tomorrow and Saturday, just in time for Mother's Day, which is on Sunday.
And what time you say you'll be open again?
Well, from tomorrow, we are there from at least 7 o'clock. You can catch us on
Mm-hmm.
Cork Street, and that is right across the former we have restaurant where we have restaurant used to be before, right
Mm-hmm.
across.
Yes,
That's
yes.
higher up from Pee Wee Ice Cream. We're right there with a great HRV on the red tent, so you can catch us this tomorrow from 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
On Saturday, we will be there from 8 a.m. to about 3 p.m.
Nice.
I know you, man. I passed it this
Today?
morning. Yes, I passed. I
Oh,
passed it.
yes,
I pass it
yes,
almost every
yes,
morning.
yes.
Okay, so I know
Yeah.
where you're
And of course,
located.
Franklin, every time you visit NDFD, she's the first person that you're seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just made the connection.
upstairs,
Yes,
right?
I just made the
Mhm.
connection.
Right.
Yes. So okay, nice to interact with you again. And tell us
Yes.
again what are the options that you have for mothers? Give me a quick
We
rundown
have
of a
bed
few
sheets.
items.
We have quality bed sheets. They come as a six-piece set.
Mhm.
We have them in the various sizes, so you can get the twin size, the full, the queen, and the king.
Mhm.
We have towels. We have bathroom sets, shower curtains, kitchen curtains, household curtains for the bedroom. So if was their mom just want to just decorate her room for that special day, she can get her curtain to match her sheet. We have everything there actually
Nice.
at affordable prices and high quality.
Mhm. Contact number?
You can contact us. So the public can contact us at 277-3271 and also on our Facebook page, which is Shazzy's Home Collections Plus,
Mhm.
and you can reach us at any time. So we
Amazing.
don't have an open and closing time. So you can call, you can
Yes.
send us a message, and we will get back to you in the shortest time possible.
All right. So thank you very much again, Shawi or Shara or Shawi to me and to us.
Yes.
Thank you for
And
having me.
yeah, definitely. And we hope to have you here in person, maybe one of these
Yes,
days.
soon.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
very soon.
Yes.
Thank
All
you
right.
very much for being part of our program this afternoon. And good luck, and I wish you all the success on your program.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very
Bye
much.
bye.
Yes. And Franklin, speaking of success, I just would like to quickly big up some of our listeners, right?
Sure.
One of them, of course, is my good friend Vacor or Core, and he has a small business.
Oh,
You know him, of
listening,
course.
Well, you struck me there because I know we cannot really reach up to get in also.
Oh, definitely. So,
Part
of
of the
course,
Jackson Boys.
oh yes, yes. So we have, and do you know I'm already an honorary member of that group.
Mm-hmm. You had to rope me in. You had to rope me in. Rope me in.
But anyway, we want to big up, of course, Core with his Core Pest and Termite Control Services.
Yes.
Yes, a new addition to the small business community
Yes.
in Dominica,
Yeah, man.
which I'm always championing.
Yes.
I just love that community.
And talking about that, I have to say good afternoon as I take out my hat, which I don't have,
Mhm.
and salute, which I can do,
Yeah.
to Mr. Emil Milo de Puta, who is a good friend of Core.
Core,
And
yes.
you'd think that they were legally married, but they're not. So Emilio, you haven't. We have to bring Emilio on.
Yes.
Mhm.
Of course, I'd like to greet. When it comes to small business,
Mm.
we can also talk about the barber shops. The
Yes.
barber shop.
Oh, yes.
I want to big up my barber Mastok.
I pick up my Baba. I'm Jomo.
So yeah, so our great haircuts, of course,
Yeah.
are not possible. Will not be possible without them. So big
Yeah.
up to them.
So if a man
And the
is called,
salons, all
I was
those.
about to say that
Mm.
if a man is called the barber, there's a woman who cuts a man here called the
Yes.
barberess.
Yes.
Would she be called a barberess?
That's a good one. Yeah.
And we're not forgetting who is not here with us today. So we still mention DJ Shan for his continuing platform for providing
Yes.
music and entertainment for businesses, and whether it's a small party, a giant party, a corporate party. And of course, we have Mr. Owen for Ozone
Owen
Media,
Vidal.
who's who's responsible for enjoying.
who is looking very corporate today. But
Yeah.
we want to big up Mr. Owen Vidal,
Yeah.
Ozone Media.
I've been watching him for the last 2 weeks. I don't know what's going on. But somewhere that either there's molasses or honey in in his relationship because
yes,
boy
yes.
sharp like a razor.
And that that happened just after our interview, with him.
Yeah, man.
And you see him,
The man accelerated
yes,
in the presentation.
the positive evolution after the interview.
Not only that, I mean, we're streaming live. And right now we have 1 million viewers right now. 1.5
Definitely. So big up
million.
to our listeners over there at Bowie.
Oh yes. And all the other folks who meet both Donald and myself individually or collectively and express your niceness towards that you're listening to the program and that you've made contributions and suggestions of persons, people, places, things that could be inclusive for our program. We thank you so very much. Keep them coming in your suggestions also.
Thank you very much for all your encouragement, especially to me, frankly, because I told you I've long done this. I used to do a little radio gig, but that was like very very long time. But thank you so much to those who approached me and told me that you and Franklin are doing well.
Ooh,
so
okay.
So going back to our guest.
She's right here because we have to. I have a nice juicy question, and that question is, how do you like? Okay, what inspired you? Who inspired you to go in that niche without having to go? You have a collective combination of great options and variety with your local. Why didn't you decide to source your stuff like from China and so on? Though you may have one or two, but you basically to what is the motive for really sourcing your stuff from locally entrepreneurs?
Okay, so I should say, for example, I started in Cuba.
And
hablo
español un poquito español o mucho español.
Mucho español.
Mucho español.
So it says that it says Patria o Muerte. Yes, and we sang that all the time. And nice, it says here, of course, that culture first, country first. And of course, through the years, we, of course, scouting at business opportunities, and a gift shop seemed like the best opportunity to bring pleasure to the Dominican public and, of course, tourists, that is. And you may ask, your question is, why didn't we outsource, of course, our items? But we're saying here that we need that environment for our entrepreneurs where you can come, as you said, a one-stop shop and get any item that is local. And that's what the Occasions Gift Shop is doing to the Dominican public and, of course, diasporans and tourists as well.
And also, Franklin, gift giving, it's not just a mere transaction, So for me, and I think a lot of people, it's a powerful form of human connection.
Yes.
Right? So that's why gift giving has been there since time immemorial.
Yes, in fact, when Jesus Christ was born, everybody brought gifts, frankincense, gold, and myrrh.
So, and it's also a form of communication. You communicate love and appreciation through gifts.
Yes,
right.
And I want to support you that what's impressive, it's being at the shop, but more so seeing our young men buying gifts as just because, meaning that they're giving their loved one.
I like that.
Something special. I think that blesses my heart that I'm presenting this opportunity to allow our young men to be more emotionally
connected.
Yes.
The other question I wanted to ask you is, how do you go about making the choices at what you think people would want to do? Or have you ever taken a chance on a product and it was surprisingly just sold out or something? Give us a couple examples of certain products.
I will say in this opportunity, you have to be able to manage your emotions, that is, but also those of others. And of course, when you are on the receiving end, it's different. But where we stand at the gift shop, where we are to understand, I should say to you that I once taught. So I'm able, I guess you get that skill where you're able to scan, observe, and do inference.
Okay.
So therefore, I'm able to do that. And of course, our staff
Yes,
do
yes.
we train them to do that.
Oh, you do have a staff.
Mhm.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And of course, what I want to say is that we at the occasion gift shop, we try to understand your need,
Mhm.
and so therefore we of course upon understanding and apprehending, we
Yeah.
then support you in the right direction.
So it's not just very robotic or transactional.
Come in, we take your money. It's
No,
Yes.
okay.
no.
So there's a lot of like discussion and
Yes.
Mhm.
assessment,
It's a method.
consultation.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Next
it's very
question.
nice.
Yeah. Next question for you is how did your training, your education help you to administer customer service? Because that's important. Some people make it, some people break it, some people fake it. But you know when it's genuine. And I've had the opportunity. Like I can say so myself, there's a method that you use, whether it's your smile, your charm, your suave, your sleek, your genuineness. It comes across.
So you were already charmed by
by an angel.
by the occasion.
Yeah, at occasions. I've had the
Yes,
occasion
yes.
to step into occasions.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So tell us. So did you have like special training part of your studies,
Well,
or just natural?
Well, I should say to you that I'm an engineer by profession.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's definitely a
Which one?
method there.
Civil engineer or the
No, agronomy engineer.
Okay, all right.
So I'm an agronomy engineer by profession.
Mhm.
That's my first degree. And then, of course, I took the opportunity to, delve a bit further into education, where I got a master's in project management,
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm,
an MBA,
mhm.
and of course, I completed a master's in international relations. So, of course, that allows me to understand people, how to interact with people.
Wonderful.
Yes, and of course, understand the need. That's important, the need. And with this experience, then it allows me to present, my best in getting the individual their need. It's not about me,
Okay.
or it's not about the shop. It's
Yes.
about what you want. How can we bless your heart today?
Nice. We're going to take a. I see we have.
Yes.
I cannot say what we have as yet. So, we're going to ask the lady to talk for us.
Yes,
Because
definitely.
You and Franklin are doing with the young entrepreneurs every Tuesday and Thursday has to be commended. Such exposure is awesome. Your interactions are amazing. The small business buzz can be described as phenomenal, educational, and motivating. I firmly believe that the small business buzz is timely and is allowing the young entrepreneurs a space to showcase their businesses. Within such space, I recognize that the young people have the zeal and the skill to develop their businesses and themselves, not forgetting that they are meeting the needs of their clients. Kudos to NDFD and Q95 for such initiative. I just want to take this opportunity to tell the young entrepreneurs to remain committed to their business. Challenges will come. However, these challenges, when critically examined, can be transformed into great opportunities for the enhancement and probably expansion of their businesses. Giving up is not an option. You just have to stay focused. You young entrepreneurs, just stay focused, work hard and smart to realize your success.
Oh, thank you so much for this observation and for this continued endorsement of our. Yes, what's the name again?
Mapopo.
That's was a lady named Mapopo in Kennedy Avenue who had
Yes.
tamales and mangoes and tablet and sticky tablet and drogum and a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
shop right
yes,
here. But
yes,
so we have
yes.
another Mapopo. She makes. We have to bring her on. She's going to come on
Definitely.
shortly, like in the
Definitely.
subsequent program.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we continue here. We have with us Talitha Loda, who is the owner and proprietor and originator of the idea of occasions, souvenirs, and novel ideas, and a quite appropriate variety for all occasions. But now we're focusing on the platform of Mother's Day in preparation for Mother's Day to be open. You have 48 hours to ensure that you get the right, perfect, and it's a little bit of looking for the sentimental, the one that carries the best sentiment that expresses your love, emotional love, physical love for your mom, your grandmom, your godmother, your stepmother, and all the mothers that haven't come. So if you're a daughter, like I won't say in advance, Happy Mother's Day to all my children's moms. And to my godmother, Miss Josephine Ismail, and to my mom has passed away, and my grandmom has passed away, and to all ladies, those of you, particularly those of you who have adopted moms
Mm.
who have adopted, and that's very noble of you to have done that. But we have another surprise for you. Donald, take it away.
Oh yes. So speaking of expression, right?
Mhm.
We invited someone here who is, well, she is actually, she wears a lot of hats.
Hats.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And caps and
Yes,
chapels.
yes.
Okay.
But she is also known as a very good poet,
Mm.
right? And a live, which
Performance poet.
yes, yes, a performance
Okay.
poet. So we
Okay.
invited her here
Mm.
to render as a poem for our mothers,
Okay.
right? So
Mm.
we have, of course, in the studio, we'd like to welcome her, Miss Amika Cognet.
Okay. In that case, if you're a poet, I'm going to call you Poisha.
That one is a first for
So you
me.
have
Okay.
you have prepared something very
Okay.
special for all mothers, right? Before we speak about your other
Hat.
hats that you are wearing,
Okay.
yes,
So I'm going to tell you when to start. Okay. I'm
yes.
going to give you a nice little introduction.
Sure. So this one is dedicated to all ladies and to all mothers, but it is something that I hope that we can all in tune, not just the ladies, but also the men. Love you. I would like if you would permit me to speak my mind. As we age, we seem to forget that life is a book and we have to learn to turn the pages, give ourselves time to enjoy every moment, live and let live. So, love you. I want you to love you. From the tip of your toenails to the tip of your longest strand of hair, even when you see the grays, don't run and touch it up with dyes. Don't hide it under that sun hat or cap, as my granny would say. Love you. I want you to love you. Gently touch your skin and feel the new you. Embrace every new role. And even when every other move you make aches, when you find it hard to take those meds or when you find it's not an agreeable day, love you. I want you to love you. Squeeze your hands and tickle your sides till you release an earthquake of giggles, infectiously causing you to laugh. And remember your sense of humor. Remember every joyful smile. Don't feel afraid to laugh without your dentures. Don't they just get in the way sometimes? So, love you. I want you to love you and run your fingers through your hair. Hold your face and smile in the mirror. Give thanks for every moment and remember that it's not what you look like, but what's inside your heart. They say the older the grape, the sweeter the wine. And with age comes beauty and wisdom. So give yourself credit. Be proud that you've come this far. You got this. So love you. I want you to love you. Stare into your eyes and look deep within your soul. See you for you with all your flaws and all your imperfect quirks. Just love you. I want you to love you. And even when you're flustered over the silly things you do, like when you can't remember where you put your glasses or where you hide that little $100 your grandson sent for you, or everyone else, sometimes the young people, may seem flustered by the little things you do. I need you to love you. Love you unconditionally. See you and only you and keep your eyes and attention on you. Love you holistically. Love you with the passion that flows through your veins. Love you like today is your last. Love you every second, every day. Because every day is a day to learn something new. Every day is a new page. So carefully turn the pages of your lives and love you. Love you today because I know you may get upset with yourself, but remember that life and no one is perfect. So keep your faith, conquer bravely, conquer strong, conquer every challenge of the day, and love you. I want you to love you. I need you to love you. So, love you. Thank you.
Poisha and Mika Cognitive. We thank you so much for bringing on this platform very touching and
Touching.
well written, well
On
constructed
that note,
poem.
yes,
Mhm.
on that note, Franklin, of
Mhm.
course, I also would like to greet the mothers in my life. Of course, the lady of the house, Mrs. Jabel Bercasio, my mom-in-law, Mrs. Odiamar, and all the other mothers, in my circles, right?
Yeah, knit,
Friends, colleagues,
yes,
partners,
yes.
collaborators. So yeah, all of them. So mothers, as they say, mother itself, it's one of the most beautiful words,
Yes.
and I truly agree with that. So big up to all mothers, especially small business owners who are also mothers.
Yes.
Yeah. And speaking of small business, I told you Amika here wears
Yeah.
a lot of hats. So aside from being a poet, she's also a small business owner.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And she brought something here with her for
Yes.
us to see.
Yes.
Amika, would you like
So tell
to
us about-
explain that
mhm.
to?
What do you
So,
do?
Yeah.
Definitely. I guess you guys can see it.
Mhm.
It's a mini version of what I will be, a similar version to some of the things that I'll be offering for Mother's Day. So you, as Donald said earlier, you have about 48 hours, but I want to correct you. You actually have 72 hours because there are persons who call me on Mother's Day and ask for gifts.
Oh,
So
yes.
you do have 72 hours left to get that perfect gift. Try not to forget, all mothers are special and there are many types, there are godmothers, stepmothers, adopted mothers, the list goes on. And so please ensure that you get your mothers a gift. So I'm Amika, as we stated earlier. I am the proprietor, owner, brain developer of Love in Productions. It is where every heart is special, and I ensure that I take care in making sure that my customers' needs in terms of gifting services are satisfied.
Nice.
Loving Productions has been in business for the past 7 years. I'm proud of that. And we're growing. Hopefully, soon enough, we'll have a physical location, like my lovely friend over there. But for now, we operate freelance, and it's an opportunity we give persons to gift their partners, to gift people in their lives gifts just because birthdays, weddings, proposals, you name it, we have the perfect gift for you. So feel free to reach out to us. We're on all the social media platforms. Well, not all. Facebook and Instagram.
Most of them.
And WhatsApp. And so, people can reach out to us to book their orders, probably inquire what we have, and ensure that they get the proper gift.
Okay, your telephone number?
The telephone number they can get us on would be 276-1664.
Okay, so that was Miss Amika Cognate, and that's the name of the business again? quickly?
Love in
Love
Productions.
in. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so you got a telephone number, you got a product, so you know what to do, where to go, who to call, and we're beginning to wind up because we have another program coming up. We want to also acknowledge and once again tell you our other guests, location again, business name again,
Occasions Gift Shop
located,
at the Prevost Cinema ground floor.
telephone
next
number,
to Shine Union.
telephone number,
Of course, 616-2616.
opening hours.
We open from 8:30 to 4:30 during the week, and on Saturdays, 8:30 to 2 p.m.
We've provided you with lots of options, and variety.
We also deliver.
Yes,
They also deliver.
We also
okay.
yes, we also
Okay.
deliver. Yes.
Nice, wonderful. So we've had a very packed program for you this afternoon.
Very
Continuing
packed.
again on behalf of your final words, on behalf of the National Development Foundation of Dominica. Mr.
We were not
Bocasio.
able to do a proper recap.
We'll do that next week.
We'll do that next week,
Tuesday.
definitely.
Yes.
Right, because like we said earlier, this has been a historic day,
Mm-hmm.
right? So once again, we would like to extend our warm greetings to the Catholic community. We have a new pope, so viva il Papa. Yes,
Yeah.
and then of course
Habemo, Papa.
Habemos Papa,
Yes.
right? And of course, Mother's Day is coming,
Yes.
right? And also would like to remind, just very quickly, Franklin, On Tuesday, 10 a.m., the NDFD will be at the in the Kalinago territory.
Okay.
Right, so it's part of our outreach program. We go there monthly, for them not to come here anymore in Roseau. We're the ones who that go there with all our services. So remember that Tuesday next week, 10 from 10 in the morning. So NDFD will be there, and let's not forget last two items. Again, they have to check out Katai's new dinner menu. We were there last
Yes,
Tuesday.
absolutely, yes.
Fantastic. Probably we can talk about it next week again.
yes,
Yeah,
most certainly.
and of course, Loms. They're gonna have their soft opening.
Opening for the Concord.
Yes.
The River
Cali
Midway Cafe. Yes,
so that's
most
from
certainly.
10.
Yes.
It's a Mother's Day activity event. So this is a big occasion. Of course, Mother's Day. Yeah.
And when we say Mother's Day, as we come to a conclusion, we have many times and many ways and many different varieties of calling and acknowledging the significant maternal bringer of life for you and for others. You call her mommy, whether you call her mama, whether you call her mommy, whether you call her a mammy, whether you call her mom, whether you call her mother, whether you call her godmother, whether you call her great-grandmother, whether you call her grandmother, whether you call her stepmother, whether you call her mother-in-law. Some of us, we call them monster-in-law. Sorry, I didn't say that. But we just like to tell you very much, and we thank you. We're happy that you have been the conduit. You have been the vessel that God has used to bring every individual into this world. We want to thank you and enjoy your day. On that day, we want all the parents, all the children, male and females, to acknowledge. Remember, the Bible says, honor your mother and your father, so that things will go well with you. We hope it went well with you today. Thank you very much for listening. News coming up right here on Q95, that big station.
For your excellent participation on this, our bi-weekly small business empowerment program titled Nature Island Small Business Buzz. Today, at this moment, you